Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 8, The Reunion Part 1. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, rock stars, so we have seen so many reunions that we don't even have to go through the regular spiel that we do. We got Nina back. She is the host. We always like Nina. She does well in that spot. Up on the stage, first people that we are talking about would be Anais. Anais looked like she went and bought her dress from JCPenney's. I was just like, who styled her in that? It was really for real. Second Service Sunday, Women's Day. It didn't accent her figure. It was very momish. I was just like, who put that on this girl? Anyway, you guys, she's sitting up there with 2 Live Crew. Jonathan in his very nice suit. You know, Jonathan is over the top, but he looked good. He reminds me, he's like a junior. What was the guy's name on America's Next Top Model? The judge, the one that would get the girls together. You guys know who I'm talking. Is it Manuel? Manuel? Can't think of his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Jonathan reminds me of him in Training, but he looked good in that suit. It was extra. It was paisley. It was silver and pink, I believe it was. But yeah, Jonathan was put together. We had old man Richie D up there looking like old man Richie D. 2 Live Crew. Was he sedated? Child, I couldn't figure out how you just sit up there and let them talk about your wife. You don't have shit to say. I'm jumping ahead. Let me. All right. They're talking about the friendship between Jonathan and Anais. Cute enough. Okay. We thought we might get a little tea on their threesome. And that's why I was wondering if 2 Live Crew was sedated, because I mean, I guess he knows who his wife is, but the whole thing is just like you're sitting there like, this seems so fake, because I don't really know much man that wouldn't even get uncomfortable. Okay, all this time we've been thinking that 2 Live Crew was just real chill. Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe all the connections ain't there. You know, he said that he had never heard the story, and I was like, you hadn't heard this particular story? Maybe he and Anais, maybe that's something that they do. I mean, maybe that's what makes their marriage work. Child, whatever. We move on to old man Richie D, and I'm telling you, he's so bitch made. I just can't get over the fact that Richie D is not willing to take any type of, I mean, you too fucking old. You know good and damn well that she was involved with this married woman. Whether or not she was telling you something, that's on her, okay? But you need to use your fucking common sense, okay? The nigga saw an opportunity as the ho-ho, okay? We can't forget that that's his title. And as a ho-ho, you know, he tells us that, you know, she told him that it was over. But you can tell he was very uncomfortable. It's like, you either gonna sit here and play this role and look like a jackass. Are you really this person, Richie D? I mean, really, this whole season, you should really be ashamed of yourself. And Anais said that she don't know what it is with Richie D, okay, but his worms made her feel good. And again, you know, 2 Live Crew was just sitting there. I was getting really concerned for him until he finally spoke up. He said what we were all thinking, what we were all saying as we watched the last episode and this one, which is that, you know, you was bitch made. You had no reason to tell him about her showing her cooch to anybody else because it didn't even involve you. You supposedly was so through, but you had to tell him that just to be telling him that, okay? Just a fucking bitch. This season was such a downgrade, and we didn't think it could get any lower for old man Richie D. Now, Bianca, okay? Bianca and her, you know, she was channeling her inner Nicki Minaj with her pink, you know, super fluffy fur. Actually, I thought it was cute. I didn't know what she had on underneath. It looked like one of those Angel Brink type, you know, jumpsuits, onesie with the sparkles and shit. She was feeling herself, too. She was cocked back over there in that seat. I was like, okay, Bianca. We had Bree, who, again, was probably channeling Nicki Minaj circa 2009 with this PVC dress, child, with these damn high super platform. She looked a fucking mess. 2-tone hair, ponytails, you know, one side blue, one side black. I mean, that really is, that look, they need to, I know she want to stick to the blue, okay, but I'm gonna need them to do something a little different. But she was really feeling herself as well, okay? I was just like, oh, somebody done told you wrong, baby girl. Then we had Remy up there, you know. Remy and Pap both kind of looked like they was just you know, they still look nice, but very, very understated for these reunions. I think Remy was just over the whole thing. Then we had Yandy. Yandy actually looked nice to me. Still wasn't able to really get a good eye on her dress, but from what I could tell, it was kind of cute. And then we also had Mariah Lynn sitting up there, who all I could really remember was her lavender hair. You know, Mariah Lynn likes to come with the unicorn colors when the reunions are here. And what did Mariah Lynn have on? Do you guys even remember? Nobody was really over, like, nothing was anything that stuck out to me. Other than Bianca. I'm gonna hand it to her, that fur. Y'all know a bitch love her fur. Anyway, the conversation, of course, was about the fights, the beef that Bianca and Brie have had over the years. Bianca was like, I'm going to say it like I've said it 100 times. I don't have any beef with you, okay? But if you're going to be talking slick about me and saying shit about me, that's going to make me want to fight. Because, you know, bitch don't have control over herself. And I'm from Harlem and, you know, all of this, child. Brie tells her, well, you know, she did definitely speak reckless. And then she stands up because I guess she wants everybody to see her outfit. And Remy is looking at her like, sit your little ass down. Okay, what are you going to do really at 4'9"? Quit acting like you just really this hard, tough girl. You don't get your ass smopped out here. Now, Bianca ain't too much bigger than Brie from what I can see. But Remy was just like, you know, I already told Bianca that she's the one that keep on bringing it, but Brie also has to be responsible for her fucking words, like you guys like to say. Watch your words. You can't say certain things and not expect somebody to want to come at your ass. Brie started talking about her being the queen and, you know, she can't really say nothing back to her. And Remy was like, it has shit to do with rap beef and all of that. I'm trying to explain to you that in the real world, you cannot just be thinking that you can say things to certain people and they don't want to fuck you up. Okay, that is not how it works. You wasting time, all right? And I think Remy was the one that could say this, being that she really did spend good hard time in jail. You know, when I was in jail, you know what I wanted? I wanted to get the fuck out. She was worried about her family, her husband, her kids. Okay? So that was some real advice for Remy, and I was glad she was just over it. Mariah Lynn injects herself. What did she even say? You know, I think she was saying how, you know, people also placed her in the fight, but, you know, she was going to stop doing that. She was going to learn how to just sit and be pretty and use her talents. What was the word that she used, you guys? I was just like, she had to say it. Was it superfluous? Superfluous? And I don't even really know what it had to do with what we were talking about at the time. Everybody was just looking like, child, her coach had then sat back there with it the whole time. So don't forget to say it. And even Pap, he jumped in as well and told Bianca, again, I know you from Harlem and you always got to represent, but all that fighting, nobody is going to want to take a chance on you if they feel like you a liability. And I don't really think it sunk in. I don't think it made any type of sense to Bianca, and that is why Bianca is where she is. Okay, you guys tell me that Bianca is talented. I remember the Chicken Noodle Soup song, but you know, it kind of reminds me of the Lip Gloss Poppin' song. There's nothing that I really kind of can judge on whether or not the girl was able to rap or not, but it's a shame. It is a shame. But that Bianca, her and Brie, if they come back next season, child, I don't know if we can take another season of that full of fucking niggatry. Now, next we see Judy and Yandy. These scenes be so fake for me, but Judy is, you know, Judy is the one that we got to always wonder if, you know, she got a flask or two hidden somewhere on her person. She just always reminds me of a drunk auntie. You know, Judy was feeling herself too. You know, she had her blonde wig on, child, and some tight, you know. Now, Judy is not fat. Okay, Judy is granny though. So, you know, it was just like you got all this on. But Judy say, honey, she just because she older don't mean that she ain't still got it. I said, okay, Judy, them lumps and shit. Ain't nobody got no spanks for Auntie Judy. Okay. Yandy. Okay, they discussing Judy and the fact that she was out with some other man when they got their good eye on that dude because he's younger than Judy and, you know, he was using her and all of this. You know, she was just like, what makes you think that he was using me? You know, maybe she was using... Oh, She had to stand up too, so everybody could see her lumps. Then we get on to Mendices and the fact that he had some words to say from the jailhouse, y'all. Yeah, they had him on tape. Roll the tape, Mona. Well, Mendices says that as far as his mom is concerned, he just didn't know what to think about old boy. It was dropped real fast that Judy was married, so is the woman married or not? Okay, not quite sure. But what about Mendices trying to tell Yandy that, she's out there dressing like a 25-year-old and being on social media and acting out, and, that really upsets him. And I'm thinking to myself, like, now y'all know Yandy is not necessarily my favorite person or anything, but Yandy don't dress no differently than she did before Mendices went to jail. Yandy say he need to just calm the fuck down because it's not that serious. And in this case, I'm gonna need you to go and play some cards with your boys out on the yard. Mendices. Find yourself some fucking business, cause I'm trying to make shit work while your ass is in jail. I guess you should be glad that your woman ain't trying to sleep with nobody. Alright, so you can't control what people do outside of jail. You should have thought about that when you was doing illegalities. Sometimes shit falls apart when you're inside, and that's just a side effect of doing shit that you ain't supposed to do. Now, Jonathan and Trent. He was bullshitting Jonathan, and, I don't know why Jonathan had put his all into it. Jonathan is so melodramatic that there's no way that I can even believe that he, really felt like it was going to happen with him and Trent. We go through the whole thing about him setting up the fake Grindr account and Trent showing him his ding ding and all of that. Trent was just sort of sitting there, just sort of like, well, hey, Jonathan tells us that he's freshly divorced. Okay, he's single, ready to mingle. Look like he's been doing that all this time anyway. And because everybody was jumping on Trent, Trent had to say that he felt bad that Jonathan was making fun of his disability, his stuttering problem. And Jonathan said that he shouldn't have did that. Okay, so he apologized to him. We moved on from that. Then we started up with the shock treatments that Jonathan had. Is it me, or do you guys believe the story? I just feel bad saying shit like that because you be hoping people wouldn't lie about stuff like that. But why does it not ring authentic to me? And maybe is it me? Because it's just like I just don't. Whatever. He's trying to work on things with his mom because his mom, put him in that treatment, but she was just trying to take the femininity out of him, he said, and not necessarily thinking that the boy was gay. Whichever way it go, Jonathan now says that he is going to be a mentor and that he's going to be a spokesperson for, outreach programs that help kids that are in the same situation where the family doesn't understand that they're gay, or he's going to help them through the whole situation, I guess the kids and the family. I'm just going to say, okay, Jonathan, do what you do. Then next we talk about Remy and Pap, the in vitro fertilization treatments. They're going well. She's not pregnant then, but any day now. Okay, Snoop from the audience, she jumps in and says, how that's real good. That's real good because I can't make no babies. That's not Snoop. I haven't given y'all Snoop all season, and that's why. The shit is so bad. But who is pregnant? Lil Moe and Dynamite, child. I sat there and looked at that. Child, if my eyes would have been rolling any harder, they'd have jumped out my head and rolled down the street. I was just like, I know you're not pregnant. Ladies. Now, ain't nobody saying that your marriage got to be perfect. Okay, and motherfuckers cheat all the time, men and women, okay? And you work on it. I understand it. If that's something that you want to do, fine, okay? But maybe you don't need to bring a whole new baby into the fucked up situation until you guys figure out what you gonna do, all right? And what about Dynamite's excuse for the fact that he can't leave bitches alone? He said it's sort of like, when you used to eating meat and all of a sudden you decide to go vegan, it's hard because everything you look like it's meat over here. It's a steak, it's a prime rib, niggas having barbecues and fried chicken and wings, and somebody invites you to fogo de chao and you have lamb and rabbit and duck and child, you got shrimp and your crab and your red snapper, catfish nuggets, tilapia, you know, it's hard for him. So that's the same reason why he done went from fucking around with 15 women and all of a sudden y'all want him to settle down with just one. It's hard for old Dynamite. I just sat there and I was just like, I am so sick of Moe and him. I hope he don't come back. Now you grown, you know, she's all going on and on about she ain't no angel and everything. I don't know why people like to, you know, throw their own selves under the bus trying to justify why you staying with this fucked up ass person. If you just want to say you want to be with him because you love him and you don't know and you just trying to work shit out, say that. Don't get up here and be talking about the shit that you did too. Now what the hell you got to tell on your damn self for? Just to try to make people feel... So now we're going to talk about both of you. That's the same thing Cardi do. I'm just like, girl, it is so unnecessary. You make the decision and that's what you do. That's it. Pap tries to come to his defense and say, you know, that he love her, but he just need to keep people out of his relationship. And Safari even chimes in and says, yes, exactly true. When you start letting other people in, it just kind of taints everything. But I'm going to be willing to bet if the nigga take his dick out of other bitches' pussies, then maybe we won't have this problem. Shit. Y'all quit giving Dynamite all these damn excuses. What's his real name again? Y'all, Carl. And then lastly, y'all, we get the Lost group. I forgot all about LL Lame James and Sophia Body and all of that. Sophia Body didn't even come. She already knew that she was fixing to be on the... If she wasn't going to be getting talked about by Mariah Lynn and it was going to be that damn Kiana, whatever the hell her name is, Cayenne. I'm getting the shows mixed up. So she was just like, fuck it. So LL Lame James is up there to fend for himself, you know. Jacquay said it wasn't no big deal. You know, he went and bought the damn puppy for her or whatever because, you know, I was good. I had to move on. LL Lame James finds the man inside himself and apologizes to Jacquay. Okay, that shit wasn't right. Maybe he didn't handle that the way he should have. You know, LL Lame James apologizes. Mariah Lynn again inserting herself. Okay, well, at least the bitch got a damn, you know, puppy. What the fuck I got? A piece of glass that he tried to pass off as a diamond necklace. Okay? That LL Lame James looked over at it and said, because you wasn't worth it. I said, oh. And you know, he's a fucking jerk. He's a slime ball, you know, he just, ugh. So I was just like, oh, you know, so they got to arguing with that, and then here comes Snoop jumping in, okay, having nothing to do with nothing. Lame James hadn't even said anything to Snoop or about Snoop, but I guess she was pissed off the fact that he was coming for Mariah's head like that. Okay, sounded like somebody drunk uncle. Snoop was just trying to tell him he was whack for talking about people. And he was just like, what? Who is talking to you, Snoop? Okay, what is it? What do you want to be, a man or a woman? Okay, she was like, that's all you got? You got to come for my sexuality? Which is a really lame read at this point. People say that kind of shit all the time now. There's so many gay people, like, it's stupid. It's not a good read. Oh, you caught talking about me being a gay woman, possibly wanting to be a man? Jeez, I've never heard that before. So they get to arguing. Snoop jump up, you know, like she was about to do something. I said, Snoop, girl, you ain't gonna do nothing. Stop it. Snoop said, you mad that I get more pussy than you do. Okay, he was like, I don't think so. I was just like... Get LL Lame James off of the show. I hope he doesn't return. That whole thing with him and Mariah Lynn was such a fizzle, such a bomb. And then, like I said, Sophia Body is completely done too. So, like, moving on from that. So that was the ending of the first half of the reunion, you guys. Nothing too exciting. One more week of Love and Hip Hop New York, and then we'll be done, you guys. Mona's preparing us for the return of Love and Hip Hop ATL. It's on its way. They showed the commercials yesterday and everything. Anyway, you guys, let me move on to Miami, okay? Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.